rest as we bring you football from Paul. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here come the Bengals now to take over. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. The numbers for him from a week ago: 5 catches, 91 yards.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is the #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone, but sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever, and I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll look to throw again. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzama. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Steelers' 12-yard line.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive.
So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
You enjoyed watching that game tape, didn't you?
Yeah,
Last week's game.
It was good. 4 touchdowns with 1 pick.
Now, you were a little upset about the pick. I didn't know if you would play him this week or not if you were the head coach.
Hey, they got the win.
You got the win, so you got to give him another chance?
I'm going to give him another shot.
All right, I think the ratio is pretty good. He'll try to eliminate the interception, but he wants to keep that hot streak going, throwing touchdown passes.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
On the pickup.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 7 catches, 111 for yards, and a touchdown.
3rd in the league in receiving yards, and that's a strong number. That means he's being consistent each and every time out.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to go down again. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team that had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengal offense on their way out as we look at the playoff race in the AFC. And it's right about this time of the year that you start to say this is when the cream rises to the top. Week 15, 3 weeks left to go, but still plenty to be determined.
It certainly is, because we all know everyone is aiming for that #1 seed. But failing that, because only 2 teams in the NFL get a bye, 1 from each conference, that question becomes who's hot? Who's peaking at the right time as you start the playoffs?
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
3rd down and 6 yards to go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he comes back with 1 complete. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a 1st down.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he only manages a couple here, down to about the 38-yard line.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On second down, here's Mixon. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
T.J. Watt there on the tackle. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
Joe Mixon.
And a good pickup there by Mixon, and that shows the talent that he has. Back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons, 4th in the NFL in 2018, 9th last year. But I look for those numbers to jump back up again with the introduction of new talent in Cincinnati.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
1st and goal.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8-ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
1st and 10. At their own 29-yard line.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
6 on the carry.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Steelers.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
48-yard line. A gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 1.
On 2nd down, here's the option. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Carlos Dunlap. That is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Steelers, nothing.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he connects with Ebron. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
Complete.
The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
First down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Complete.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On the give, this is their fullback. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and
A handoff as they run the counter play. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
Roughing the passer defense.
Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers have now made this a 1-score game. And nothing special there. They show they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
is good.
That time a 9-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Chris Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. To return it, Darius Phillips. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early. But if there's that special one there, I say they go get him. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
He finds his running back, Mixon. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Now Dustin Colquitt, the all-time punting leader for the Chiefs, on to kick for Pittsburgh, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. It'll be a 39-yard punt, give him a good 10 yards on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So with the Steeler offense on their way out, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And for the moment, they're sitting pretty in possession of that number 2 seed. But as we know it often happens, this is all still subject to change.
You're so right about that. But even though the math isn't there yet, I think it's going to take new math for them not to make the playoffs. They're almost certainly going to be in the tournament and certainly going to be a dangerous team if you have to play against them. But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now an inside draw. This is their fullback. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
Reader brought him down. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 10.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 7 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the 2nd foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have 2 inbounds in the NFL.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost it.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Touchdown.
A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
I feel like I'm back in school. What was that book, you know? It was the best of times, it was the worst of times. This has been a tale of 2 quarters so far. They trailed 14-0 after 1. How about the rally we've been watching?
Yeah, a couple of touchdowns, PAT here to tie it up. This is a good ball game all of a sudden. Boswell for the extra point.
The point after.
And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. On the return, Phillips. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
On the return. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Boyd. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Gain of 5.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
1st and 10.
Give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the 1st.
And they pick up a 1st down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses, not very many pro style where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
48-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Nixon. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory.
He's across midfield.
Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham.
4 yards on the pick.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Now the Bengals urging everybody to get back to the line of scrimmage. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass and they get 12 yards out of it. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
The throw over the middle taken in. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it.
That's good for a Cincinnati Bengals.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is caught.
And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Call it a gain.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd.
Tyler Boyd, as the first half is winding down, and the Bengals have taken the lead.
There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it ends with a Bengals score.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at FedEx Field in our nation's capital, where it was the visiting Seahawks who were able to come away with the road victory. A 31-point win, 38-7, the final. Next, we head off to check out another game. And things didn't work out for them as they fall to the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. 27-10, the final score. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half.
And this carries into the end zone, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. Deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Back to throw here. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
To Vance McDonald. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Bengals' 39-yard line.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 24-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a first down. Back to throw again. His pass caught at the 4. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Vance McDonald, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown.
Chris Boswell.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. On the return, Phillips. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And caught right side, Green. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 75 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Stephon Tuitt able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, surprise, surprise. 1st and goal at the 1. No quarterback sneak. No running play. They decided to throw for it, but the pressure got to him quickly and put the quarterback down.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation.
got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd, his second touchdown of the night. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
And 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, we keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Looking to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
16 more on that one and another first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
He'll keep it himself.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here. And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Cincinnati set to take over once again.
And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. It's a jet sweep. They get it to Green. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
6 brings up 2nd and 4.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up third down.
He'll look to throw. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a fourth down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
The pass.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be a second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Coverage there by Von Bell.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Powering forward.
DJ Reader. The quarterback sack. Fumble on the play. Recovered by the offense.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. Oh, he shifts past him. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
Here we go.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. 7 yards, the pickup there.
C.J. Uzomah. It's a gain of 7.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Joe Mixon. 4 yards, the pickup, first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Taken down at the
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Mixon with it. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Ball carrier.
T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
No gain on the play. Second and...
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete.
The pass.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Back to throw. And able to find Green. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They're going to look to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And it's caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. Say, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Bullet good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
Steelers 21.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Just past midfield.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Base on the coverage.
They'll look to throw again. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's fourth down.
Fourth down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he connects with Ebron. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 7.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. They'll look to throw now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. And down he goes. A coverage sack. Took too long to get rid of it.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And long.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals will get the football back. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none.
Yes, exactly right.
Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. They'll run here with Mixon. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's got this down to the 35. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they take a knee. On second down, Mixon, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
At the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up third and 8.
The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here, when they're taking a knee, is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win. Needed one desperately.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game. No turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for Cincinnati, it's just their third win on the campaign as they move to 3-11 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, it's a loss that could hurt come playoff seeding time as they fall to 11-3. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts.
That's a lot of it. For a coupe, the top of it. Bust down, but my wrist time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. I ain't got a lot of it. Take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it. So much ice on me, I wish I had two necks. I got homies that can sleep without two.
Scouting points are earned every week. Use all of your points because a portion of the remaining points will be lost when you advance the week.
Gon' pop it for me cause I'm rich and poppin' in. Yeah. Drip. Little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coupes, 4 seasons, drop the top a bit. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. West LA, that where you find me though. Cha-cha matcha with it, rocking black clothes. Whipping around that Batmobile, ducking 5-0. If you step to me, then be prepared for smoke, little bro. Let me feel myself a little bit. Let me blow this down a little bit. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit.
it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you trying to do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the best to say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last a day. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to the LMPD. Go and get yourself esteem. And she trying to link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto Biz, what this pink stuff is. Gonna tell me. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't feel me. I've been moving, I've been shaking, go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I hold it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly, they been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag. We're going to get in the bag, I'm about to get in it. I'm like, automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. Go ahead, touch down like that. Go ahead, touch down like that. Go ahead, touch down like that. Go ahead, touch down like